Let's be honest, if you're watching this video, you're probably already familiar with the concept of Dreamcore. But what if I told you that everything you know is only the tip of the iceberg? Take a look at this Dreamcore image. It is a classic Dreamcore example. There are playground elements, and overall it is a very colorful image. Now look at this Dreamcore image. It is obviously still Dreamcore. The reference to time, the surreal face on a big clock, the grotesque expression, this is the real Dreamcore. Dreamcore is all about the playfulness of reality. How something that in the waking world isn't alive, but inside your dreams it is. It is about bold, colorful colors, nostalgic feelings transmitted by the VHS quality images / videos, and mostly, but not limited to, vintage items, places, music, decor, etc. With Dreamcore is often associated grotesque art. Grotesque simply means something weird, unusual. The proportions are unnatural. It has a slightly discomforting feeling to it, just like in dreams. That's why grotesque smiles are usually associated with the moon, which is a symbol for dreams and Dreamcore. As mentioned before, the nature of dreams is one of emptiness. That's why we often see liminal spaces with Dreamcore media. You'll see abandoned parties, abandoned homes, perhaps in the desert, or even in a black void. Dreams are created based off of our past experiences that last a very long time and linger in our subconscious mind. And that is the reason why with Dreamcore, we can observe a multitude of non-internet aesthetics, such as the aesthetics of the 80s, the neon lights, colorful playrooms, VHS stuff, and also the aesthetics of the 60s, diners, chess pattern floorings, vintage clothing, and places. It is also not uncommon to see something known as old glamour, aka vintage glamour, which is basically high fashion statement garments and pieces from vintage times.
But why are these vintage aesthetics coming back? I don't get it.
Well, in more recent times, a resurgence of vintage aesthetics has been taking place. In my personal research, I have found out that this resurgence has been taking place because with the rise of technology and everything becoming better quality, it is actually much harder to create something that looks authentically vintage. Since retro photography has become something a lot harder and more expensive to achieve, it is starting to shift from being perceived as something bad and cheap to exactly the opposite, expensive and unique. Because of this resurgence, new old internet media have started to circulate the web, characterized by sparkly bling, over-stylized fonts, low-quality images, and low-resolution 3D. In the description of this video, I'm gonna link a playlist that I've personally curated that contains the best, only the best Dreamcore songs. Feel free to check it out, link in the bio. Talking about Dreamcore, here's a Dreamcore song I made called Sleepy Pillows. Aesthetics game break! I want to challenge you to something really fun tonight. We're gonna find your very own unique aesthetic. Your very own aesthetic. Crazy. Let me explain the game first. As an artist myself, making music, visuals, etc., I need to have a very clear, specific vision for what I want to create. Think of it like a filter, but for creativity. Whatever I create needs to be recognizably mine. It needs to make sense in my artistic universe. But how do you find your own aesthetic when you like so many different things? First, you're gonna create 3 to 5 specific mood boards on Pinterest. For example, me personally, I have 5 core mood boards: Dreamcore, Vaporwave, Casino Core, Halloween Core, and Liminal Core. At the moment, these are my main aesthetics. To each mood board, you should add at least 20 pins to each. The less, the better, because you will only have the most important, meaningful pins to you. Have fun with it. If you feel like an image doesn't fully match your vision off the mood board, just remove it. Remember, you only want the best ones in there. And what you're gonna do next is the most revolutionary thing ever. I wanted to gatekeep this technique for myself, but honestly, I just want there to be more creativity in the world and more authenticity, so I'm really passionate about showing this with you guys. Now, you're gonna create a brand new mood board, but the title of this mood board is gonna be your name plus core. Like in my case, Drioko core. In this mood board, you're gonna add only your most favorite images from the previous mood boards. This new mood board should have about 50 pins, and you've just created a brand new aesthetic that no one else can copy because it comes from your favorite things only. You can choose because no one else in this world can be you and make the choices you do. And now, when you open this mood board, you can even add more images that Pinterest recommends you based on the mood board itself. And from there, your aesthetic will keep evolving. Isn't this the coolest thing ever? Please write down in the comments below the aesthetics that you combined. I'm really curious because these actually say so much about someone's entire psyche, because this is just pure psychology. Aesthetics game over. Dreamcore truly is a fresh new world of creativity, self-expression, and weirdness. I am personally a really big fan of Dreamcore, and I always try to incorporate this aesthetic in my works because it feels very core to my artistic identity. If you like this vibe and you enjoy fun, creative, catchy pop, you might enjoy my song Hotline Freaks. And this leads us to a very controversial but important topic that is not quite talked enough, and it's very important in today's day and age, especially for the world of internet aesthetics and just aesthetics and art in general. And that is the emerging role of AI in the boom of creativity. Let me explain first where I stand so that you guys can understand me, and before you make any comments, you understand where I come from, right? Because we're all human beings just trying to make sense off of this randomness of life, whatever this is. Just please be respectful in the comment section towards one another, because I just really don't want to see any hate in the comments. Please, guys, spread love, not hate. I strongly disagree of using AI to generate art, something that looks hand-drawn, digital art, etc. Historically, the point of drawing was expressing our ideas visually so that others can see. But in the past, we obviously didn't have the technology to make our thoughts and ideas a reality, so we had to draw them on paper. As time went by, technology evolved. Suddenly, you didn't have to use paper. You could just draw digitally. And then there was a boom on 3D art. You get where I'm going. I strongly believe that AI should only be used to generate realistic content, because you're not stealing no one's art. For example, a tree or a house, etc. isn't anyone's visual property, if that makes sense. I can just go outside and take a picture of those things, right? So really, you're not doing anything wrong if you're just generating real images or editing them with AI. The problem is when you use AI to create art that copies what humans draw, because for that, you either do it yourself or hire an artist. If you're generating AI media, you shouldn't also generate new people, faces, etc. I haven't thought very deep about this faces topic yet, but I strongly feel like you shouldn't post these as your own. I don't know, when it comes to faces, it just feels kind of weird. It's just kind of wrong, in a bad way. The point of using AI is to express your ideas, concepts. Maybe you want to edit an image of yourself you took when you were in your bedroom and you didn't have money to rent a professional studio because that's really expensive, or you just want to create something realistic. Then I strongly believe you can just AI edit yourself into the back rooms or create a brand new place that doesn't even exist, as long as you're not stealing someone's hand-drawn art. And remember, it's great as a tool, not as a final product. Dreams seem impossible to explain or even visually capture. How amazing would it be to edit pictures of yourself and have you be on surreal imaginary places you create while still looking super realistic, mind you. That's the untapped power of AI. I find it ridiculous that people use it nowadays to just create stolen art and promote random soulless videos that like don't even like it's just for the sake of it, you know, that it's ridiculous. Like, you can literally create anything your mind is capable of imagining, like, and you choose to steal people's art. Like, you know, it just doesn't make sense. I really hope you guys join me in this historical creativity revolution that's currently, it's already started, it's already here. And this was it for today's video. I'm going to try to post every month. Actually, life has been a complete nightmare for me lately. The last few months, I'm really struggling as an artist. So if you like my vibe and you want to follow me and join me in my journey to bring internet aesthetics into a mainstream worldwide audience, as well as authentic music to the world, follow me on Spotify at Drioko, Apple Music, whatever streaming platform you use. Also, check out my Instagram. I am always creating new immersive Drioko core experiences, basically just like aesthetics, just always creating new things. I think you'd love it in there if you just go check it out. And if you're still watching this video, please subscribe right here, somewhere down here. I don't know where it is. It should be glowing right now. The subscribe button. Subscribe button. Oh my god, this is so much fun. I've always wanted to do this. I don't know how it's gonna look, because like now I want to see the video, you know, like I want to post it, the video. I still have a lot of editing to do. Oh my god. But I want to see like if the button, like the subscribe button, glows, because I always see like other like YouTubers or whatever, like they say subscribe and then the button like shines, and I don't know, it's just so fun. Let's see what happens. Oh, by the way, this is my outfit. It's just super simple today. It's just this little bow tie. It's like this little circusy Dreamcore, weirdcore, whatever thing. And these are my Ray-Ban glasses, which I think are super hipster 2010s, which I love this aesthetic. And these dungarees give me a very like childlike, and these stripes, and I don't know, I just love to mix and match different aesthetics. So yeah, if you guys like this video, okay, I've already said this. Bye.